All right, Helen, we are just a couple weeks away from the Boston Marathon. How are you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling much happier. I'm so excited to be back. So
H-
I'm good.
How different does it feel going into the Boston Marathon as the defending champion? There's no hiding. You are the one that everyone is going to be watching.
Wow, this year I have a lot of pressure. Like you are the defending champion. Everybody will be looking at you. And you have to be your best so that you can show people I'm the best.
How do you handle pressure? Because you've won world championship medals before, Olympic medals, and so you don't let the pressure get to you.
For me, I say like I've been competing with some elite athletes all over the world for so many years. So when I'm going to Boston, I'm going like Hellen Obiri. I'm going to run my race and I'm going also to give out the best.
How is your relationship with the marathon now in 2024, after having success? Because I remember, after 2022, you weren't the happiest with the marathon. Last year, things get so much better. So what's your relationship like now with 42 kilometers?
For now, I can say I'm a marathoner because now I can't say like I'm a beginner because now it's a fourth marathon. So I can see like everything I'm doing in my training, it's more different and like my body gets used for everything I'm doing. Not like last year in the 2022, I was struggling with my program, I was struggling with my long workouts. But for now, I'm much comfortable. I'm doing it like perfect.
Tell me about the days when you love marathon training. What do you love about the training?
For sure, I love doing fat leg and long runs. So I can't say like I love doing track workouts, no, but the most important thing I like is doing fat legs.
What don't you love about marathon training? Like, is it when you go home at night and you're just so tired and you just need to sleep so much and you're hungry all the time? What don't you love?
What I can say, like doing track sessions, it's hard for me, and the more especially like doing anti-clockwise for me, it's the most weird thing. Like we keep on like saying, "Oh no, can I do this side?" And then they say like, "Do this side." So for me, even that I know that's the most disappointment for me doing anti-clockwise track sessions.
So if I remember last year, before Boston, the big focus for you was to practice, the fueling and taking the drinks while you're running and getting that, energy on the run. And then you got it. You got it because you won Boston and then you won New York. Now what are you working on? Like what do you still need to focus and get better at in the marathon?
I can say like a marathoner, you keep on learning every day because like I can say I'm still focusing on practicing, getting my drinks off the table. That's most important thing for me. Like how can I get these things off the table? But drinking is good for me, but getting things on the table, it's now the one thing I should focus on doing it.
What's the problem? Is it because you run so much with your arms that you miss the bottles or what happens?
So we can just say like you can be maybe bottle number two. And for me, I can't practice in my training bottle number one because I do black like number two, number three, and number four. And sometimes I do practice like with that speed. For me, I should learn like my arms are swinging all over. So I should say like, how can I take this one? So that's our main focus on taking. I have a challenge, so I'm trying to get better of that.
After last year, you see Tigges Assefa runs 2:11 in Berlin, and then Safan Hassan runs 2:13 in Chicago. I remember just Dathan talking about your potential and how the hopes that he has eventually for you with the marathon. When you get a chance to run a flat, fast race, you can run 2:14 or faster. We just haven't seen it yet. When you see those women run that fast, does your mind change about like what you think your potential is? Because you've beaten Sifan Hassan on the track before, and so if you can nail it in the marathon, then you could also run that fast.
Oh, I can say that was an incredible time. For me, when Sivan and the Ethiopian lady ran that good time, it gives me a lot of motivation, a lot of hopes. So it reminds me that one day I can do much better with like them, because I've been racing with Sivan Hassan all over since like more than 10 years. So for me, I do believe if I get a chance and if the time allows me to, and the training and get fit, I can run also good time. I don't say like I want to break the world record, but I have a dream to run a good time actually.
What do you think changed? Everyone, it could be the shoes and the training, but what do you think led to 211? Like, if we think about 5 years ago, we wouldn't have thought this is possible.
Oh, the first thing I can say it's about technology. The technology we had like 2010, 2008. So it's not like now, because like everybody was noting like ladies can run under 212. But now like the technology is like moving ahead of us. So even maybe in 5 years to come, we can see ladies doing sub 210. So it's all about technology actually.
Does being a marathoner feel like a different sport to you? Because you did the track for so long and now you're in the marathon and things are changing and everyone's getting faster. Does it feel like a different sport that makes it more exciting and different for this stage of your career?
For me, I don't feel like, because I normally say it's all about sports. It's all about what we do, and it's all about what you focus on doing. So I can say like, if I say it's much different than track, because even track, they have a lot of technology in tracks about spikes. In roads, they have technology about racing shoes. So it's all about one thing.
I know we're still waiting to hear about like Athletics Kenya and when they decide, to name the team. For you, what would it mean to represent Kenya in the Olympics in the marathon?
Wow, it will be very exciting for me. I've been for 3 Olympics, and the 2 Olympics I've like gotten number 2. So I do believe if I will be one of them representing Kenya, it will be my biggest opportunity to show like I've been doing this on track. Now I'm a marathoner. So I'm saying like this time it will be my time at least to get that gold I've been looking for so many years. So this one, it will be my biggest opportunity, and I will have to train for it.
When you see the map of the course in Paris, there's a crazy hill on that course. Do you look at that and you say, I like that course? Because you're good at cross country, you're good at hills, you're good in Boston. A course like that is good for Hellen Obiri.
Yeah, I can say, like, if you have done so many cross country, you have a speed, and you have done faster, let me say, like tougher course like Boston and New York, you have a big advantage because it's championships. There's no pacemakers. Somebody will say like, I can run with the pacemaker, but if you can run faster, but for championships, there's no pacemaker, so it's like nobody's game. And for me, I think I will have a big advantage for it because after speed, I know how to do hard course, so I think I can do better.
Now on the track, everyone's got a pacemaker. Everyone has the lights. You didn't experience a lot of that. Do you feel like you got out at the right time? You're like, you know what? When I was competing, it was all about competition and just racing. Now everyone's got the lights, the pacers. That for you, it was a good time when you didn't have that stuff.
Let me say, like, for me, sometimes I feel so bad because, like, when I did 14-18, there was no wave lights. Like, the pacemaker could drop up at 2K, so you can go 3K in your own. So I felt like I could do much, much better, like sub 14:30. So I said like, we missed the opportunity of doing great things. But now we can't do fast, like I want to go and do 5K. I want to run fast because as you can see, like maybe this year ladies can run even sub 14, and which is impossible for them to do that. So for me, sometimes I do feel bad, and sometimes I say like, I can't do nothing. I can't like go back to the track again.
Do you miss the track?
Definitely, I do miss a lot. I do miss running 5K.
For you, now that you've been with the On Athletics Club for, a year, eh, what makes it fun? Like, what do you enjoy the most about being with the club?
First of all, is to learn about so many things, about training with a team, training with a group, and like you are training with people who have the speed. And the most important for me is to make friendship. Apart from sports, we have life to live, and we have to make friendship. So for me, what I enjoy most is to make friendship with those young ladies. Yeah, it's my most important thing for me.
I see pictures of you and Sage doing workouts together, and then the next day it's you and Alicia. Is that fun when you have to do short reps with like an 800-meter specialist, and then the next day you have, the 10K US record holder?
Yeah, sometimes like I do feel like it's something funny. When I was doing the workouts with Sage, you can see like a marathoner and 800 runner doing the same workouts. So for me, I do feel like it's so much excited. Sometimes I enjoy the pace. I enjoy like, how can I go with 800 meters runner? So for me, I feel much excited doing with them the workouts.
Is this what you imagined when you were leaving Kenya? That you were like, this is what, everything is going to be like? Or is this still a little bit of a surprise that like, oh, I mean, I'm still getting better, but this is not how I imagined it?
Actually, I was not thinking it will be like this way, because I was saying like, coming from Kenya, it's a new country. So I was worried about my training. The most important thing, I was worried about my training. How am I gonna train? Because there's no marathoner here in OAC team. So I was like, I would be so lonely. So with time, it took me like a couple of weeks to adjust with the training mates. So for now, I can say even much better. So even like, you can't miss like, I want to go to Kenya for training. Training here is much perfect. Everything's good. So it's like what I used to do in Kenya.
You've got such a cool team all around you, with the guys on the team. Who makes you laugh the most?
I love all of them because they're so friendly. If like everybody's like, we do make friends every day with them. We do learn a lot of things with them. So I cannot say like someone is bad, someone is good. So because they're so friendly, they know how to make the team. And they take me like their role model. Everybody's looking at me because I'm the oldest in the team. I've been running for so many years. So they also look at me, somebody want to be like me. So that's an amazing thing for me.
All right, my final question for you, Hellen, is, if we talk again in October and I saw you, that means like the summer is over. What would make you happy about 2024 if you said, I accomplished this thing and this thing and this thing, and now I'm happy with 2024? If we talked in September, October, November, what would make you happy for this outdoor season and the summer?
That's what I can say. Like for me, all my eyes is now, can I get the chance for Olympics? So for me, if I get that chance, it will be much better for me. But I have to run Boston very well. I have to convince Kenya team that I'm the best, because up to now, we haven't known like who's gonna represent the team. Because now they have said like they're gonna see how people do the marathons before May. So for me, everything I'm doing, like I'm under pressure, but most importantly, I'm looking for Olympics.
You never know with athletics, can you? That's crazy.
We never know up to when they name you. It's now when you can say now I'm okay. I'm gonna train for the Olympics.